Welcome to the Week 5 audio lecture on what are teams and how are they used in organizations. A team is a group of people working together to achieve a common purpose for which they hold themselves collectively accountable. Teams and organizations serve different purposes. Some teams run things, some teams recommend things, and some teams make or do things. Members of self-managing teams typically plan, complete, and evaluate their own work, train and evaluate one another in job tasks, and share tasks and responsibilities. Virtual teams, whose members meet and work together through computer mediation, are increasingly common and pose special management challenges. So when is a team considered effective? An effective team achieves a high level of task accomplishment, member satisfaction, and viability to perform successfully over the long term. Teams help satisfy important needs for their members by providing them with things like job support and social interactions. Team performance can suffer from social loafing when a member slacks off and lets others do the work. Social facilitation occurs when the behavior of individuals is influenced positively or negatively by the presence of others on a team. Again, some of the major advantages to working on a virtual team would be that you are able to converse in locations across the country. You can certainly save cost and increase time efficiencies. When we talk about the effectiveness of a team, in remembering that task performance, member satisfaction, and team viability are three of the most important factors in achieving that high level of performance. When we talk about the stages of team development, there are 5 stages that we will discuss. In the forming stage, team members come together and form initial impressions. It is the time of task orientation and interpersonal testing of determining how you will get along with other members on the team. In the storming stage, team members struggle to deal with expectations and status. This is a time when conflicts over tasks and how the team will work together are most likely. In the norming stage, or the initial integration stage, team members start to come together around rules of behavior and what needs to be accomplished, as it is a time of growing as it relates to cooperation. In the performing or total integration stage, team members are well organized and well functioning. It is a time of team maturity when performance of even complex tasks become possible. Finally, in the adjourning stage, team members achieve closure on a task performance and their personal relationships. It is a time of managing task completion and the process of disbanding. Team building is a collaborative approach to improving group processes and performance overall. High-performance teams have core values, clear performance objectives, the right mix of skills, and creativity. Task leadership involves initiating, summarizing, and making direct contributions to the group's task agenda, maintenance leadership involving gatekeeping, encouraging and supporting the social fabric of the group throughout their time together. So then how can team communications be improved? Effective teams vary their use of alternative communication networks and decision-making methods to best meet task and situation demands. This certainly then impacts how decisions can be improved by various decision-making processes. As it relates to leaders and trait approaches and various behaviors, trait approach investigates the personal qualities and characteristics associated with leader emergence and effectiveness. Trait approach finds significant but small relationships between leadership and the four of the big five traits, including extroversion, conscientiousness, emotional stability, and openness to expertise. In situations that require more direction and structure, task-oriented behavior will be more effective and desired. In situations requiring more support and consideration, relations-oriented behavior can then be more effective. Charismatic leaders are seen as exceptional people endowed with extraordinary characteristics and abilities that set them apart from ordinary people. Burns' transforming leadership theory says that leadership is a transforming process that ultimately becomes a moral achievement when it raises human conduct and the aspirations of both leaders and followers, thus having a transforming effect on both.